Hi, I'm Jen Spencer, and this is my book launch party. Hi, readers. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight we have a party. It's for my book launch of Rachel and Riley, which came out yesterday. It's book 1 in the Cowboys of the Butterfly Ranch series. Jesse and James is book 2, and I know you are going to love it. It's the story of a mysterious woman and her brother who get horribly lost, and they're found by Riley Garrett, who is the foreman of the Butterfly Ranch. There are fun, quirky characters on this ranch and also a lot of romance. Rachel has a lot of secrets, and Riley is trying to decide if he can trust her, and she's trying to decide if she can trust him. See how it all turns out in my fun, epic, romantic Western that I know you're going to love. If you ask a question or leave a comment in the comment section below, you will automatically be entered to win one of 3 copies of Rachel and Riley, my new Western historical romance. So ask away if there's anything you want to know about how I wrote it or any research I did or what it's about. I just want to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here. And now, my special guests, my 5 sisters. Hello, sisters. I am so excited for this today. If you want to get to know my sisters a little bit better, if you want to get to know my sisters a little bit better, I've put a link up above where we did a Jen Spencer 10-minute book club about our book, 6 Kisses for Christmas, which came out last Christmas. So everybody go and take a look at that. It's really fun. Okay, so there's Allison, she's the oldest, and then me, and then Andrea, and Juliet, and Melinda, and Alicia. She's the youngster.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! She'll be 49 in a couple weeks.
No,
So the relative.
The baby is 49. What are you?
I'm young. You guys are old.
So young. So I am really excited because I brought all my sisters to help with this launch party. So remember, if you leave a comment or ask a question, you'll automatically be entered to win one of 3 paperback copies of my new book, Rachel and Riley. Woo! I'm so excited. So I want to tell you a little bit about this book because it's been, almost 30 years in the making.
Wow.
I know. When my 4th daughter was born, she's now 30. When my 4th daughter was born, I started writing this book, and it took me about 15, 16 years to finish. I actually entered it in a contest, and it won Book of the Year at the League of Utah Writers Conference. That was like 2008. So I put it under the bed and forgot about it and started writing a lot of other things. And then I pulled it out recently and thought, I have got to get this out. And so I definitely fixed it, changed it a little bit because it was my first book, but I love the story and I'm so excited for you guys to read it. So Allison, I think all of you sisters read at least part of it at one point, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah, I do too. I remember it.
Allison read it most recently. Allison, if you were going to recommend it to someone, what would you tell them about it?
Oh, I just loved it. It's funny. Yes, Jennifer is so witty in the way that she writes. Her characters are fun. She has a lot of side characters who have very unique personalities. Her characters are very distinguishable. And so even though sometimes she talks about serious subjects, her books are not heavy. They're all very romantic, and they manage to be romantic without heavy sex scenes. She can make someone's nearness be sexy.
Thank
And a
you.
kiss, sexy. So I would highly recommend it to anybody who just likes a fun book, but who likes romance as well.
Well, thank
That's
you.
great.
That is so nice. I love this story, and so it's about this woman and her brother. They show up at this ranch. They're lost, completely lost, and luckily they get found by Riley, who is the ranch foreman, and they come onto the ranch. He hires them. They work there, and he falls in love with Rachel, but she's got so many secrets. He just doesn't quite know what to do with them. And it's just about how all these secrets are revealed, and it's super, super fun. So I think you're really going to like it.
I'm excited to read it, Jen. I remember reading it years and years ago and liking it then. So I'm looking forward to reading what changes you might have made.
Yeah.
Well, I remember reading it all the years ago, and I remember thinking, wow, Jennifer's a good writer.
Who knew?
I was so impressed with that very first one. So
Oh, thank
I
you.
thought it was good then. I haven't read it recently. So
Well, my one daughter, Kate, I sent it to her to read too, and she said, "Mom, this is still my favorite of your books."
Oh,
oh,
I think she's read almost all of them. So, and I love it too. I love it. The story's just so romantic. So
that is really fun, Jen. I'm excited to read it too.
yeah. Well, okay. So since this is a cowboy book, I thought we would do a little cowboy quiz with my sisters. And if you get the answer right, give yourself 1 point and then keep your own score, because there might be prizes at the end.
well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I already have 10.
Your
Well, she
score.
said keep our own score.
Okay. Okay. So here is the first one. These are all about kind of cowboy lore. For this book, I did a ton of research, and this is before the internet. So that's how long it was. And I still have all that research in this huge folder. And I feel like it's very, in some ways, very authentic. Okay, so here's the first question. And hold up your little papers, A, B, C, or D, okay? It's considered bad luck to wear what color in the rodeo, if you're competing in the rodeo? A, yellow, B, red, C, blue, or D, pink?
Okay.
Okay, you all got it wrong. The answer is yellow. A, yellow, because yellow is considered to be like a cowardly color. And so, anyway, just so you know, so don't wear yellow to a rodeo. Okay.
Okay.
Putting your cowboy hat where will bring you bad luck? A, the bed, B, on your girlfriend's head, C, in the seat of a wagon, or D, on your knee. Allison, you might know this because it's in my book.
It is?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The answer is A, Andrea, on the bed.
Yes, 10 points.
It's considered bad luck because when someone died, they would put their hat on top of their coffin. And so it's kind of like putting your hat on a coffin if you put it on the bed.
Oh, wow.
And so that's why Max, spoiler, Max gets shot. And that's why he says he gets shot, because he put his hat on the bed.
Ah.
Anyway, I did want to say one thing about Rachel and Riley. It's the first book in my Cowboys of Butterfly Ranch series. And it happens in like 1870, 1872, kind of in that time period. And then 10 years later, Jesse and James happens. And James is a cowboy on the Butterfly Ranch in Rachel and Riley, but he's very young. He's a runaway. And anyway, so he appears there, and then he Jesse and James. So more books are planned. The next one is Maggie and Max is also one of the cowboys from the Butterfly Ranch. So this is very important to read so you kind of get a feel for who all the cowboys are. Okay,
Oh, that's fun. I love those connections.
yeah, it's gonna be really fun. Okay, the next one is you should never change your horse's what? A, shoes, B, saddle, C, name, or D, feed. You should never change your horse's A, shoes, B, saddle, C, name, or D, feed. That's correct. You all got it right. That's considered bad luck, and your horse will give you trouble if you change his name or her name. Okay, horseshoes. This is only a two-part to A or B question. Horseshoes are considered good luck. But which way should you hang them? This way or this way? So this is A with the opening up, or B with the opening down. Good. Well, they're both right. So you all get points. I read in several different places, if you hang it like this with the opening down, supposedly the luck will fall out and shower on you. And if you hang it like this, then it will catch the luck. And so there were a lot of places that said most people hang two horseshoes both ways. So that's double.
Oh, I remember when I had a horseshoe, long story, and I hung it on my wall and I hung it down, and Dad said, that's not gonna bring you good luck.
Yeah, that's
So I
bad luck.
changed it. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess it depends on who you ask on the internet. So
Or,
Yeah.
or what your dad says.
okay, finish this old cowboy saying. Here's the old cowboy saying: never lend your hat, never lend your horse, and never lend your blank. Okay, here are the answers. A, playing cards. B, gun. C, woman. D, lariat. Never lend your hat, never lend your horse, and never lend your A, playing cards, B, gun, C, woman, D, lariat.
I think it's
I'm
B.
going out on a limb.
It is woman.
Ah!
C. C.
Wait, that was C.
Well,
Never
that one just seems obvious that you should not lend your woman.
never lend your hat, never lend your horse, and never lend your woman. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Next question. When someone gives you a knife as a gift, to avoid cutting yourself, you should do this. To avoid cutting yourself with the same knife, the gift knife, do this. A, give a penny for it. B, rub it on your horse's mane. C, sharpen it before you use it. And D, lick the blade first.
Wait, what were they again?
Okay, A, give a penny for it.
Okay.
B, rub it on your horse's mane. C, sharpen it before you use it. Or D, lick the blade first. The answer is A, give a penny for it.
Oh,
Nice.
Good job, Alicia.
Okay. If a cowboy is roostered, he is A, angry, B, drunk, C, someone stole his girl, or D, asleep. The answer is B. Nice.
What was B?
No,
Run.
B was drunk. He's
Ah.
roostered, he's drunk. Okay. Okay, here's the last one, and I couldn't think of any good multiple choice. So I've got A and B. Cowboys back in the 1800s, cowboys were called A, caballeros, or B, cowpunchers.
Cowboys back in when? The Wild West?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I'm right. You can cheat off me.
That is correct. They were called cowpunchers, and I use that a lot in my book. I do cowboys too, but mostly they were called cowpunchers, which is a very interesting name. So
Right. And do you
Yeah.
know why they were called punchers and not cowboys? I wondered that as I read.
I probably knew that a long time ago, but I don't know now. Do you know, Allison?
No, and I think I even looked it up to make sure it was a real word, but I don't know why, because I think at no time in your book do they actually punch any cows, but
That is correct.
That's good. I would hope they wouldn't punch any
We hope
cows.
they don't. Although Riley does shoot one because it's about to kill him. So there you go. Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about this.
I know. The Old West was a rough place. I remember, I can't even remember in what context. I don't know if it was with our grandpa, but I watched a cattle branding one time where they herded the cattle in and brought the cattle in. I saw how they branded those cows and they would just howl. And I saw how they would they would castrate them, and they would take whatever that was it their testicles? They'd castrate them and throw the testicles to the dogs, and the dogs would just eat them.
Oh,
I remember watching that too. And I remember the cows, they would have blood coming out of their nose because they were in so much pain.
Oh, really? I
Yes.
do not
Oh.
remember that.
It's horrifying.
Oof.
okay, you're gonna have to rate this episode of your podcast.
What?
because
It's still
it's too
clean.
gory.
Yeah,
Too
and she
gory.
said the word testicles.
Well,
But
that is a part of the male anatomy.
Well, okay, I won't go where that takes me, but isn't that what they call Rocky Mountain oysters or
That's correct.
cattle testicles?
Rocky Mountain oysters. And sometimes they'd eat them, cook them up and eat them.
Oh, it was rough living back then.
Yeah. Those were a delicacy. So
Ugh.
yeah. Anyway, okay. Sorry if anyone is grossed out.
Well, clearly Melinda's not. She's eating.
There's only one pair left. I didn't want to waste it.
One pair of what?
Careful about what you say. This is rated.
Okay, and I think I won. I
I forgot to even say anything.
I
Me
only got,
too.
if I had won, I would have said something, but since I didn't win, I didn't say anything.
Well, I got 0. Oh, I got 1 right.
Oh, so how many did you get, Alicia?
5.
Wait,
Wow.
Allison, you had to have gotten 2 right because one of them, there was no wrong answer.
Oh yeah, that's right. The horseshoe one.
Oh, 2.
Well, Leash, good job.
I
What
know.
did she win, Jen?
Yeah, what do I win?
What
Rachel and
do
Riley? I'll take the book.
Yeah, I'll send you a book.
Okay.
I want one too.
I do
Okay.
too.
I ordered some author copies, so I'll give you all one.
Can we
Okay.
read it online too? Is it a Kindle book?
It's a Kindle book. So
Okay. Where do we
Yeah.
buy it?
you can buy it on Amazon or listen to it on not listen to it. Read it on Kindle Unlimited. And then it's free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. Well, readers, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to ask a question or leave a comment. You'll be entered to win one of 3 copies of Rachel and Riley. I'd love to hear what you think about what we've talked about, except maybe the testicle part. I don't know. It was just a different time. And oh, I just love the lore of the American cowboy. So I think you're going to love this book. Sisters, thank you so much for being here tonight. What a pleasure to have you. I always can rope you into stuff. No pun intended. I appreciate you letting me rope you into stuff. Stay tuned because in a few weeks, Andrea, my sister, is launching her brand new blog. Do you want to tell us what it's called?
Yes, it's called Rebel of a Certain Age. And that's because my friend Kirk, one time a couple of months ago, I was in his condo and I was really hot. And I said, man, it's hot in here. And he said, that's just because you're a woman of a certain age. And it really hurt my feelings. And so I started thinking about some of us ladies, 40 and older, and the stuff we deal with at our age that when you're 20, you don't have to. Like dating at 50 is really different from dating at 20. And work at our age, even finding the right clothes, and our bodies are falling apart. And so I thought, you know, I want to write a blog about those of us middle-aged women, you know, women of a certain age, who we still got it going on. And we're going to laugh. We're going to learn to laugh at ourselves and not take each other too seriously. And I have a single straight age appropriate male helping me. And then 2 of my gay friends who are snarky and hilarious. So we're going to have a great time.
That's so great. So stay tuned for that because we are going to put them on the Jen Spencer 10-minute book club if we dare. And
Well, we might have to edit Kirk.
yeah, well, as long as we don't say testicles, I think we'll be okay.